Today we are going to build an embankment at Echo Canyon and prepare a highway overpass for installation on my N-scale layout. That's coming right up, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Roy Smith. As you know, I have been working on the Echo Canyon area of my layout for the past few weeks. I'm going to continue with that project today by building an embankment along Echo Canyon Road and by preparing a highway bridge for installation at the eastern end of Echo Canyon. If you haven't seen the previous videos in this Echo Canyon series, you can go back to them by clicking on a link that I will put down below in the description to this video, or by clicking on an annotation at the end of this video. I invite you to subscribe to this channel if you're new here, because there's a lot more to do at Echo Canyon and elsewhere on my layout, and I don't want you to miss any of the upcoming episodes. Before turning to the Echo Canyon project, let me mention that I have also been building a set of shelves for my extra locomotives. By extra, I mean those diesels that are sitting on my layout, taking up space, and getting in the way of operations and in the way of simply running trains. The shelves will hold up to 40 N-scale diesel locomotives and will go right here on the wall next to White Mountain when I'm done putting them together. Hopefully I can show you them next week. Also, I finally got around to painting the sky on the backdrop at the western end of Echo Canyon. For a long time it was white. Now that I've painted it sky blue, it looks like this. A simple task, but a big improvement. I want to mention that I received another package from my good friend Chris Perry in New Zealand. The package from Chris contains a large number of detail pieces for my layout. Chris looks at the prototype, and then he creates these detail pieces based on what he sees on the prototype. This is a letter of instructions that Chris sent in the package. And these are just some examples of what he included in the package. Everything is labeled and explained in the instructions. I'm very impressed because I don't think I would ever be able to create detail pieces like these the way Chris does. I look forward to using all of these things on my layout when I finally get around to doing the detail work. Thank you for the package, Chris. It's a wonderful surprise and I really appreciate it. Now on to Echo Canyon. This is what the project looked like at the end of last Saturday's episode. You'll recall that I widened the benchwork by 2 inches in that episode. I did this in order to move the tracks further away from Echo Canyon Road and the unprototypical retaining wall that I installed between the road and the tracks. I needed more space between the road and the tracks because I wanted to replace the retaining wall with a slope or an embankment like that which exists on the prototype. This photo shows you the embankment on the prototype. As you can see, it slopes from Echo Canyon Road down to the Union Pacific tracks. It slopes down smoothly and there are no apparent rock outcroppings, so presumably the embankment, or slope if you will, is man-made rather than natural. I suspect it was created during the construction of Echo Canyon Road back in the 1920s. The retaining wall will disappear as I cover it up with an embankment that resembles this prototype in today's video. Initially, I thought of using cardboard lattice covered with plaster cloths to build the embankment, but instead I chose to use white styrofoam to build it. You will recall that I used this same kind of styrofoam to build the cliffs of Echo Canyon. White styrofoam is extremely cheap and easy to work with. I'm now installing the layers of white styrofoam for the embankment. I am using Elmer's glue all to hold the layers of styrofoam together. I will be carving the styrofoam after the glue dries. I am putting some weight on it until it dries. While the glue is drying, I begin to work on the highway overpass that will go where Echo Canyon Road crosses the Union Pacific tracks before joining Interstate 80. I must do the embankment and the bridge at the same time to make sure that everything fits together and the bridge is properly aligned with the embankment and the road. This is the highway overpass on the prototype. As I said, it carries Echo Canyon Road across the Union Pacific tracks. To the right of the photo, Echo Canyon Road ends where it joins Interstate 80. The overpass on my layout will be a feeble representation of the prototype because I don't have enough space to model the entire overpass. So here I am at the workbench. I'm going to start putting together the Rix Products highway overpass that I am going to use. It matches the prototype reasonably well. This is the fourth Rix Products overpass that I have put together. The first one is located at the east end of Green River Yard. It takes Highway 530 across the yard. The second one is located west of Green River Town. It takes Highway 374 across Green River. And the third one takes Highway 30 across the Union Pacific tracks near Granger, Wyoming. This overpass is far from completed. Well, the glue on the styrofoam has dried, and now I'm shaping the embankment to look like the prototype. Fortunately, my Woodland Scenics hot wire cutter has somehow revived itself, and I'm able to use it to cut the slope on the embankment. I thought the hot wire cutter was dead. I'm glad I can use it to shape the embankment because cutting styrofoam with it produces almost none of those little white beads of styrofoam that fly everywhere, as happens when cutting white styrofoam with a knife, saw, or just about any other cutting tool. As you can see, I haven't glued the styrofoam down to the benchwork yet. This allows me to pick it up to work on it. I've completed the assembly of the highway overpass and have placed it temporarily on the layout. I've angled the piers just like the piers on the prototype. It is an early version highway overpass, unlike the modern version of the 3 other overpasses on my layout. It's easy to tell this by looking at the guardrails. The early version more closely resembles the prototype at Echo Canyon. I've removed the track for the time being to make it easier to work on the embankment along Echo Canyon Road and on the terrain at the bridge. It is easy to remove Cato track temporarily. I'm doing a little shaping of the embankment with sandpaper. There, the styrofoam is ready to cover. To cover the styrofoam, I can choose between Sculpt-A-Mold and spackling paste. I was planning to use Sculpt-A-Mold, but I'm going to choose the spackling paste instead because I'm in a hurry and the spackling paste is ready to use right out of the container. So I still have an unopened bag of Sculpt-A-Mold for some future project. I apply the spackling paste to the styrofoam with my fingers, although I probably should use a putty knife. I will make the spackling paste as smooth as I can with my fingers, then I will make it even smoother by first dipping my fingers in water as I do this. And here it is. You can see it's still wet from the water I applied. I will begin to paint it after the spackling paste has dried thoroughly. In next week's video, you will see that I have painted the embankment to match the prototype and that I have installed the highway overpass permanently. Beyond that, I'm hoping that I can widen the benchwork by another 2 or 3 inches in the Echo Canyon area so that I can include a bit of Echo Creek and the vegetation growing along the creek on my layout. I anticipate that Echo Canyon will become the best spot on my layout for rail fanning and for photographing and filming trains. Now, before I go, I want to do a quick shout out to a YouTube friend whose work and whose passion for the hobby I greatly admire. His name is Steve Brown. Steve produces 3 YouTube episodes each week. One is called It's My Railroad, another one is called Sidetracked, and he does a live show called Track Smack. I will put a link to Steve's channel down below in the description to this video. Go on over and check out his channel and subscribe while you're over there. You will be glad you did, I guarantee it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video as part of the continuing series about the Echo Canyon project. If you did, click on the thumbs up button. Feel free to post any comments you may have down below, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. I post a new video every Saturday morning, and I don't want you to miss any of them. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, happy railroading. I will see you again very soon.